Let's begin. Bloop. So, my mornings are now pretty damn chill, which is great. It does also mean, like, my whole, like, perception of, like, a normal teaching day is just completely out the window. So, it's like, the 11s have had, like, form time, but then for exams, they've literally gone from line up straight to the exam, and I get, like, 20 minutes to chill. So that's all cool. And I think there only are 2 more exams left. Certainly for our students. Other schools, I don't know if there are other subjects that might still be going on. Exam-wise. But, yeah, as soon as Tuesday's gone, that's the last one. So I've got that year 11 and 13 lesson time back. Yay. Which we're supposed to be using to sort out next year. But as an amount of us know, I've got a new job next year. And it's not at the same place, so I'm doing stuff for next year because I want to make sure everything's set up and that the team that's teaching have got everything that they need or should need to be able to carry and do well. That is genuinely important to me. So beer and cricket. I haven't watched cricket in a long time. In fact, I don't remember the last time I watched cricket. I probably played cricket more recently than I watched cricket. But cricket's super fun. Really, really enjoy playing. Because it's like when you play football, everyone's playing the same game all of the time. And same with like basketball, baseball, whatever. But cricket, you alternate between fielding and batting. And I guess, I mean, like, you've got a list, you know, you've got like your top 12 and whatever. Not everyone's bowling and such. But, I don't know, there's something I like about a game of, like, where you've got 2 different roles depending on what you're playing. I guess baseball, I said I was wrong about that because you do bat and field in baseball. But, yeah, basketball, football, etc. Oh wow, that's some numbers. You know, on a sport where one game takes multiple days, you know, that's civilized. I like that. That's a good thing. You know, the Warhammer 40k of IRL sports. Or I guess just sports. I mean, the thing is, right, there is very little, sport-wise, that I have the most British perception of more than cricket. Like, the idea, like, when you're batting, you've got 2 people who are batting, and everyone else is on a lawn, and you know, you've laid down a towel. You're having, like, pork pies or sausage rolls, cup of tea, you've got a woolen jumper on. Very British. Very British. 4th test next month. Do you get to go to everything? I say get to, as if, like, you're like I'm not allowed to go to things. That's awesome. Would you go and see, like, test matches in New Zealand? Because I feel like, is it like Australia, New Zealand, or is that like the next places in terms of like the highest level of cricket? Because I always associate like cricket outside of like England with New Zealand, which I think is reasonable. All right. Fair. Course, India. No, you're absolutely right. That didn't cross my mind. Yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, I haven't like thought about those in a long time. I feel like I haven't heard anyone say West Indies in years. Wow, those tackles are successful. Boom. No break. Oh, easy catch. As catch. Boom. What? Jassy, let me down. Jassy, let me down. Catch of the ball. Nice. Easy pass range. They're nowhere near me. Ding dong, ding dong. Scooby Dooby Doo. Oh, when does Wimbledon start? I imagine that's a summery activity. I don't follow sports at all. Like, I'm really bad for it. My sister's the one in the family that follows tennis. When I was at home, I watched it. Like, when it's on, I'm fine. Like, I don't mind it. There's very little that I'll watch on TV, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like generally I'd rather do things than watch them. Tour de France. Oh. I think so. Ah, it's a real sport. Yeah, again. My dad will watch the primary sports. Tour de France was always on when I was a kid. I don't think he watched it much later than when I was quite young, though. He still watches Formula 1. That's like one sport that I just don't get in any capacity as a form of entertainment. Like, I don't see how you can get enjoyment watching Formula 1. Cañada. Oh, level 60. Bota. Okay, I got the Brota back. Letty. Cool. But I know people love it, like really love it. I do genuinely believe like most people enjoy Formula One. Like almost everyone that I speak to is like, yeah, what's that? But for me, it's like at the start, everyone's really close. And then after like 3 minutes, everyone's really far apart. And you're sitting there going, I'm now watching someone drive. Shooting from the halfway line? This guy's crazy. Walker. Yeah. All good. So there's got to be something about it. And like by the time you get to the end, it's like it's you know, unless there's like a crash or an accident or something goes wrong or a bad pit stop or whatever, like you can't really stop who's winning. And then they play the game of like, oh, I'm going to let my teammate win because they're the main driver or whatever. I don't get that. I don't get that. That's a weird thing to me. Because that's the thing, right? Like, you've got a number 1 and a number 2. And if number 1 and number 2 are in, like, back-to-back places, and number 2's ahead, like, they're supposed to... Oh, is that not a thing anymore? Wow, I'm really out of the loop then. Because I remember that being like, if you were number 2, like part of your job was if number 1 was behind you, you would let them go, you would let them pass. Damn straight now. So is there going to be any FF14 shenanigans at ESA, Neviets? Do you want me to see if I can wrangle some sort of $20 incentive to change one of the game feeds to Persona 5? Yes, I have no idea who Ghastly is. Ghastly could literally be anyone. I mean, the reality is we've done it before now, so it wouldn't be that shocking. We could probably get ringers in though. Like I reckon we could get like other people to do like certain dungeons or something like that. Or like get like a pro team in to do like a high level raid in the middle of it. Because the thing is, there will definitely be people there who are like high level 14 players. Like you're there, Mizzo's there, and like Hab's really strong. I don't know if like Nash has done any raid stuff. I've definitely not. But like I think we've got 24 hours. I think it is another one of these, you've got until the next run starts. So, easy. That was the best experience of my life, man. I was on such a gaming high. I was like, when I beat Eden, I was like, I'm the greatest person who's ever touched the controller. And it was keyboard and mouse. So like, that doesn't even make sense. And the thing is, it wasn't even 2-player, 1 controller. It was literally, like, you did all the movement on a mouse. And I was just sitting there going, Q, Q, shift 1, shift 1, whatever that rotation thing you kept shouting at me was. And I was just like, how is this guy avoiding all of these attacks? I was seriously impressed. Because, like, that was in my Final Fantasy XIV career. That's when I still moved backwards by pressing S. Like the concept of strafing or turning around to dodge. Nah, my brain wasn't ready for that level of input. That was awesome. And I got like tag teamed in to do some Smash, which I am horrendous at. Like I am absolutely terrible at any Smash game. But just to be asked was awesome. Dude, we're killing it. My team are broken. They're absolutely cracked. Wow, wow. Oops. Uh-oh. Ah, we're fine. Why not, right? Sleep. Fine. Out of shot range? What a loser! Yes. Diddle diddle diddle. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to break Balapa. Break to Balapa. Uh-oh, man, they're getting a little close. We're just dancing, bros. Okay, who can I pass it to? Okay. Bought us free. Ding dong ding. Ding dong ding dong. So at the minute I'm just focusing on leveling up Bada and Jasu. And then I will move on to the other players. That seems to be the best strat. We could take a small break to shoot some goals, shoot some hoops. This run is play games of Blitzball, trying to level up the Besaid Aurochs, all to level 99. That's it. That is the extent of the challenge. That's fair, Nev, actually, yeah. I mean, they will gradually gravitate away from each other to other places, but yeah. Indeed. So the optimal way to do it is to try and get a level 3 pass, because the higher level ability you use, the more experience you get. So the game's kind of weird when it comes to experience. So it's not like... Actually, I don't know how else they would do experience, but you basically get 1 experience for doing an ability, so like a pass or a shoot. You get 2 for doing a level 1, 3 for a level 2, 4 for a level 3. Level 3 is the max. Boom. Yeah. And then just like passing is like, that's the fastest way to level up. Just like passing between players. So it's fun to just like win games and stuff. Hey, Sid. Hello there. Well, the thing is, I genuinely believed when I started, I was like, I had no idea how experience went and leveling up went. So I was like, this is going to be kind of bad, but not awful. And then I played the first couple of games, and I got levels pretty quick. And I was like, this is going to be excellent. This is going to be fast, fast, fast. And then I learned how the leveling system worked, and I was like, oh, so every time I level up, I need more experience to level up. That's normal, and that makes sense. But the maximum amount of experience I can get per action is 4? Then I was like, oh, so my leveling is going to slow a lot. Like, with each level. I'm doing good. How are you? So... yeah, like I had like the extremes of emotion. Oh, this is Blitzball, man. We're just talking about Blitz. I'm effed either way, so breaking the brother is the most likely chance to get through. Booyah! So 2 reasons why. Number 1 is because of tackle slip. And then the other reason is, even though he had a higher attack than my defense, abilities are kind of weird in 10. I guess weird's the way I'm going to say it. So, when I tackle someone, my attack stat isn't actually the actual attack value the game will register. It can be plus or minus 50% of that number. So pass and shoot are fixed numbers. Like if I pass and it says 20, it's a 20 pass. It gradually goes down, you know, as it goes through the thing. But yeah, if I tackle someone and their endurance is 20 and my attack is 20, my attack could actually be plus or minus 10 and could succeed and could fail. I think it is the same with... well, actually, is it the same with... it is the same with shoot and catch, actually. It is the same with shooting. So you can have a higher shot than the enemy's catch and have it not go in. We've got 6 members on the team. So the tricky one is that, as I said, you can only get experience from actually using abilities. So, like, I'm using pass because that's the fastest. But I do also have a goalkeeper. My goalkeeper is doing nothing, so we're getting no experience. My midfielder, my shooters are getting, you know, pretty much nothing as well. But in order to get keepers level up, I need to get him out of goal to make it faster. But the nice thing about having 6 players, I guess, I mean, 5 would obviously be less players, so should be faster. That would be the assumption. But the nice thing about having an even number of players is that I can have 2 people in defense passing back and forth. Because if you had 5, you could get 4 of them to level 99. And then you would have 1 player that you would just be solo leveling rather than being able to like level up together. If this game was made real, I don't know how it would be. So like, if you want to have something that actually like goes through the water fast enough, like it would have to be, I assume, on some sort of like, I don't know if it would be like a hydraulic press or something. Either that or it would be like a reloadable arrow. Like, you know, like a spear gun. I don't know how you would make that safe though. But I think a ball would slow down so quickly you wouldn't be able to actually approximate anything close to this. Jabber, thank you for 28 months. Good to see you. Hello. Not to worry at all. I'll speak to you soon. Ding. You know, there are lots of factors. So you could get, like, I don't know if it's called a respirator or a ventilator. I think it's a ventilator is what it's for underwater. But yeah, having a ball gets any sort of trajectory. Don't know. I don't know how it would possibly work. Eesh. Not good. Hopefully we catch. Nice. Huge. Yeah, so the thing is, I'm playing, like, right now with an amount of intentionality to level up my characters. The enemy team always play a conventional game. So, like, they will pass normally, they will dribble normally, and they will shoot normally. So I definitely get more experience per game than the enemy. And even when the AI are playing AI, and it's not, like, a me versus them game, they do similar. So they will be leveling up. Now, with that said, the thing is, like, I'm actively, like, not leveling up my attackers and midfielder. So the enemy shooters and mid will likely be higher level than my attackers and mid. But my defenders, on principle, should be, like, considerably higher than the enemy. Or maybe not even considerably, but, you know, an amount higher. And there we go. There would definitely be a way of having people underwater with some breathing apparatus, with some sort of device that could be passed with some accuracy, or shot at a goal with some accuracy. Like, how comparable to Blitzball it would be, I have no idea. We can do a little level check at the end. Do 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 da 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 do do do. Yeah, so they're in their 40s, and I've got my highest hitters at, you know, 50 to 60. I think most people don't even use check shot now. I mean, you certainly don't use it in speedrunning. Well, normal speedrun, I guess. If you were doing some sort of like all abilities or whatever, then yeah. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean a certain amount of getting the dark items? I don't know any dark items. Like, the speedrun's only 10 hours long. It's not that long. This is not good. Okay. It worked out. Dark matter? No, 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 no. So what you used to do was, back in the day, when you went to Camlands, you would go to, I think it's Remium Temple, and you would do 3 chocobo races to get Wings to Discovery, I'm pretty sure is what it is. And then you would mix that to do Trio of 9999, and you would mix fire gems together to do tons of damage. I am assuming that's what you're getting at. I don't remember using dark matter in any runs. But yeah, the Camlands is, I think, that's got to be about 7.5 hours, I think, into the run. Wait, from Blitzball? You only do 1 Blitzball game in the speedrun. And it's the mandatory one 3 hours in. And if you win, you get a strength sphere, which gets you +4 strength, and if you lose, you don't get it. Like, that's the only difference. I mean, there's a cutscene to say, like, where you get the trophy. But, no. You play in the any percent run. Then I'm thinking like Nemesis percent, which is like the 100% category for FF10. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't remember. Like, I've done Nemesis now, granted, like, not very well and not recently. I certainly don't remember ever doing Blitzball and Nemesis percent, but that's probably like changed quite a lot. But yeah, I don't imagine that would be useful. Like, if I'm thinking about a dark matter would probably be for customizing a weapon, but like in Nemesis percent, you end up I think there's only 1 celestial weapon, and it's Titus's. It used to be Titus and Kimari, so you used to get 2 celestial weapons fully upgraded, and I think years ago Maddie scrapped Kimari's. So it's just Titus's now? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, Blitz is the greatest thing that's ever been invented, so, you know. I know why people play Blitzball. It's a beautiful game. Woo! So they're all in their 40s. Oops. Nearly put keep it up front. That would have been exciting. Actually, it probably wouldn't have made any difference. Beautiful. Which version are you playing, Sid? Are you doing like PC? Are you doing PAL, NTSC, International? So is Penance in your version? It was really weird to me to like find out that the original version didn't have Penance, because like when I grew up, I got the PAL version. So I just assumed it was always there. Shami, no! Keep is legit. He actually is the best shooter in the game. It's mental. Cool, cool, cool. Latu. Maybe we should power farm. Keep it for a bit of fun. Uh-oh. That's okay. But my pass is legit. Oh, I mean, it's all good. It's pretty warm, James, yeah. So I've busted out the fan for the last stream or two. We are at that point in the year where I am manually fanning. Yeah, doing alright. I was pretty tired today. That wrestler, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, or one of the other bald ones? Hey-oh. I have not kept up with WWE. No, if you say The Rock, I've made it. I'm ready to go. If someone ever compared me to Dwayne The Rock Johnson, oh yeah, we've definitely had some downpours. But like school's mental though. It's like depending on what department or what room you're in, or what floor you're in, it can be so different. Fortunately, my room for some reason is pretty well ventilated, or just doesn't get super hot. And only like 2 classrooms have got aircon. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for a little cool off. Curie. I remember, like we had like some like big thunderstorms, and like lightning as well in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, we've now got to the point, like, here's the thing, is like, you know, back in the day, you would dream of a snow day. Like, if snow was bad, school was closed. And then since COVID, if snow is bad, school is online. So now it doesn't even matter. Like, when we had strike days, it was like, okay, fine, but teach online. Like, obviously, if you were striking, you wouldn't, but it meant that even if we didn't have people in, you could still do online learning. So, snow days don't exist anymore. Which is fine. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound like I don't like my job or anything. Braun Strowman. I do not know who that is. Although apparently I look like a lot of people. Like, I get this a lot where people are like, oh, I saw you the other day. I'm like, that wasn't me. Oh, I gotta look this brother up. Right, long pass. Braun. Oh, fuck. What? No, I don't. Hang on. Okay, we're gonna have to break the Balgarda. I hate Balgarda. She's the worst. She's real good. Right, Braun Strowman. Let me get some pictures of this boy. I mean, I would. So our beard's a similar shape. Like, there's definitely a similar thing there. And you know, he has bald moments. He's got the like whoop feather strip. I have no idea what you call it. I could be a wrestler. I got it. He's got some of these he's got a really strong beard. So, like, at the minute, I'm primarily growing my beard. And this is the weirdest thing or whatever. Well, like, primarily growing my beard to have it shaved off at our year 11 prom. And I hope that sounds like a weird thing to do, because I feel like it is. So, like, the students that I teach were like, you should... It's like, they were like, can we shave your beard? And I was like, I don't know, that's a bit weird. So then they made a big deal out of it, and it was like, oh, okay, what if you grow it for the rest of the year, and then we can shave it at prom? And I was like, okay. Because the thing is, like, I am quite happy to not have a beard. I'm also quite happy to have, like a considerably shorter beard. And I don't mind it. It does become a faff, it does become a fuss, and here's the reality of the situation. So, like, back in the day, a haircut would cost like £5, and then you would maybe go up to like £8, like, as I was older and like into like being an adult and stuff. And now, for me to get my head shaved and my beard trimmed is £30. So, obviously, I can shave my head. That's not that's not a big ask. But, you know, getting, like, the proper contour and curve and all that in the beard isn't the easiest thing to do yourself. Obviously, there are lots of people who do. And I have got proper clippers and stuff now. But yeah, not cheap. Run away! Yo, what's up, Tommy? How's it going? Thanks very much, Sam. Absolutely, enjoy. Let me know how you get on. Shall do. You're really on the TFT grind. That's right, Tommy. This is the real shit here. You know when you distill a video game down to its most fundamental aspect? You know? We're distilling the FF10 experience. Right down to the greatest experience. This is literally getting the Besaid Aurochs to level 99. Scooby-Doo. Oh, I don't know how many players you can hire, but I don't know what would be worse. Oh. Still loving it. I mean, we did take a couple of days to do FF16. Some really cool stuff there. So the thing is, I'm honestly like most looking forward to getting into running 16. So it was tricky because when I played the demo, the story was a bit tiresome. I just Then when I played the iconic challenge or whatever that game mode was, the cutscenes were fucking badass. So I don't know. The problem is, like, I want to play the game, and I don't know if I want to play the story, and I guess we'll figure it out as we go. What's up, Starburst? Thank you very much indeed. How are you? Nice. Yeah, so I started a bit early tonight so I could finish earlier and get some rest. Because I have been tired today. It's been, I mean, honestly, it's been a fine week. Ominosaur. Get him. Whip. Level 63 question mark? Oh, wait, we're already 64? Huge. Gotta look at my stats. My amazing stats. Alright, cool. Shoo. It seems like a lot of people have really settled on their teams. Oh, never mind. Jumal. Get him! Alright. Oh, also, we need to see if we're doing 14 tomorrow. I haven't seen anything on Discord, in the group. But yeah, after the play that Nash, Hab, and I did, I think it was last Friday when we did that. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. So it should be super cool to go through everything together as the full group. It's not just press X and all works. So there is an auto mode. Like technically, if I wanted, I could actually AFK farm this. Like absolutely legitimately, I can AFK farm Blitzball. But the fastest way is to do it manually. Oh, ballsack, I effed up. But it's fine. So, like, right now I'm doing all the actions. But yeah, like, if you press triangle, you can choose whether you go into manual or automatic. But I guess also, like, going in the automatic's a little against the spirit of the challenge. Yasu! Whoa, that was a really low attack. Easy. Bonk. Huge. Right, throw it right back to the bitch that took the ball. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, can we break to Judah? To Judas! We're gonna have to try. Nice. Not today. Yeah, so quite often, particularly in the speedrun, the strat that runners will do is if they get the ball in the first half, they just run like Jassy or whoever behind the net, and then the enemy won't follow you. They don't chase you there. Or at least most of the time they don't. Worst case scenario, at the beginning of the game, Jasu is actually faster than everyone in the Luca goers. So you can just run around in circles and never get caught. And then what you want to make sure is that you get an action for Titus before the first half ends, because all he has to do is one action, whether it's a pass or a shoot or whatever, and he gets a level up to level 3, which means you can use Sphere Shot, which can give you a massive boost in your shoot to be able to score in the second half before Waka comes in. If Waka does come in and you haven't scored, or it's still 0-0, then Waka very reliably will score with Venom Shot. I think it gives him a +3. So, yeah, I mean, I explained it all. Let's see, the TLDR. Let's see how quick I can make it. If you hide behind the net, no one will catch you. In the speed run, quite often in the first half, you hide behind the net and then you pass to Titus and you make Titus do an action. If Titus does an action in the first half, he gets a level up. If he gets a level up, he goes to level 3, and that means you can use Sphere Shot in the second half, which makes it easier to score a goal. If it's still 0-0 after Walker comes on the pitch, you try and use Venom Shot with Walker. If you're losing, it's actually better to just lose, sadly. So if they score, like let's say they get the ball and they score up front in the first half, when you get the ball, like what you really should do is just give it to Jasu and hide behind the net and lose. Which is sad, but it's it's overall it's faster because even though the +4 strength is really nice, and I guess it might save you if you made an error, but probably not because some of the fights are pretty precise in 10. Like not difficult, but just do the right action, whatever. But it's all mapped out, so if you don't have the +4 strength, then it's all very consistent. Ding dong, ding dong. Go right ahead, Zero State. I will do what I can. What? Oh, like this. Okay. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I do know that Edenal uses one at home. So he would be able to just check very quickly. Yeah, I've got it written down somewhere. Like I've got it, and like I could maybe find it in Discord, but off the top of my head, I genuinely don't know. People have asked about it before, but yeah, unfortunately, I have no idea what it is without checking. But let's see, if you're in the ESA Discord, what you could do, if you wanted a really quick answer, would be in Marathon Chat at Tech. So there will be like a tech role you can at, and they should be able to tell you. or even at tier. So he's the tech team leader. And like Tier's very good. He's very quick at getting back to people. So yeah, I think the quickest way for you to get the answer would be to go into the ESA Discord, marathon talk at tech or tier, and ask what it is, and you should get your answer pretty quick, I would say. Yeah, the remarkable Jack Shot Mark III. Now with added bass boost. Ghoul Wings! What's up, Pineapple? You're hang on. Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, I don't have Discord on when I'm streaming. I'm trying to remember the last time someone asked about it. I don't know if it was an email or it was a break the record thing, or it might have just been an ESA chat. What headsets we use for ESA events? Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, we have been using the same ones for like 9 years now, maybe. I'm very happy to vouch for them. Like the only thing I will say, which is, I thought we had them in 2014. There might be a newer version of them, but like, I haven't seen much of a change. Okay, so I've been at ESA since 2016. And I'm pretty sure 2016 was the same as what we have now. Like 2013. So the event started in 2013, I'm pretty sure. And that was it room mics? Was it just like a snowball type thing for... Because you've been to all of them, Nev, right? Or you were definitely at the first ones. I didn't even know it existed in 2012. Like, I didn't know speedrunning existed in 2012. Like, 2013 was the first time I even heard of speedrunning. Let's see. I'm literally searching for the word headset in the ESA Discord. That is going to be the least effective thing that I could ever do. But if I find it, it'll be hilarious. Headset. We don't need to get into page 2. A manual. There is a tech manual, but only volunteers would get that. I mean, I could find it, but it's not like. I mean, I could find it. BPHS1, maybe? Portable mics for 13, 14, 15 was clip-on mics. Clip-on? I mean, like, I get it. Like, a lot of, like, YouTube channels and, like, larger companies, like, where they've got multiple staff. Clip-ons are very cool. In fact, a lot of people I've seen using, like, these, like, wireless packs. Yeah, so yeah, I just saw that. That was September of 2022. Page 3 now. Headset extension, yada yada yada. Hertz. Ugh, it's a lot of words. This seems like some sort of chain of things, yada yada yada. Tell you what, the word headset comes up a lot. Okay, I'm not on page 4, so... Alright, that's the best I got in... Oh no! I had the bomb! Didn't know. Okay. Okay. Easy. Wait, 25 block? Okay. Oh, never mind. We're shooting. That's great. Yeah, I would have to go through an amount of things to get to the folder that would have that information, so... yeah, that's the best I got in the time. If I go into my email, I don't know if I'll find anything here. Sphere shot? Oh, which headset did you use in ESA 2022? I've attached a picture. Yeah, BPHS one with aftermarket ear cushions. In quotes. There you go. BPHS-1 headset with aftermarket ear cushions. You are welcome. Oh, camel. Big camel. The real question that I have to start tackling is whenever I move to my new job, like, do I upgrade every single bit of my tech? Because at the minute I'm using an SE512 for HD capture, and I'm using a DataPath E1S for SD capture. Now, I will fight to the death for the DataPath E1S for RGB. I am curious, though, if in the last bunch of years since I had it, if the latest Elgato is actually better. Oh, yikes. I mean, the thing is, everything that I've got now, I got in 2015, so it's like 8 years old. Except for my graphics card. I have updated my graphics card twice since then, because my original graphics card was a 780. I think I've got a 2080 now, I think. Because the thing is, like, I've been speaking to people, and if I'm going for it, like, full on, quite a few people are suggesting getting a streaming PC and a gaming PC. But, with that said, I mean, although I totally get, like, the reasons for doing it and 100% support it, I don't play PC games. So I don't really know, like, just how much I'll get out of certain things. Like, obviously, better things are better things. Faster things are faster things. More is more. And such. Yeah, but I was thinking of just, like, doing another overhaul. Just getting, like, a brand new PC. Or, like, building a brand new PC. And then deal with that for about 8 to 10 years. Oof, caught. Nice. Good catch. Jasul. 66. I mean, the thing for me, I'm thinking is really like upping CPU. Like GPU, I don't... oh, shit. Right, nobody panic. Nobody panic. We're getting botta back. But yeah, CPU's a big thing. It's all on fire! Run! Phew! Yeah, I don't know how much I get from RAM. I feel like graphics cards are updating ridiculously fast. For like how anyone outside of being like in a dedicated tech company like can afford to continue to update their graphics. I guess unless, you know, like it's your job as well or whatever. It just seems mental. It's like, oh yeah, you got a grand? You just throw out a graphics card every year or less. Hey, Nardiga, thanks very much. Hello, Joe Hesse. How are you? Well, that's hugely lower than the last time I looked. Sam, it is indeed the weekend. Which is great. Oh, wedge. Not cool, bro. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to a bit of chill at the weekend. My energy levels are just shot. Like, I don't know why they're so low, but they're very low. So yeah, I am wondering, because the thing is, like, there are a lot of thoughts and considerations about, like, you know, when the school year's over, will I have more energy? Okay. Or will I still be pretty lethargic, which is not good, because I need to figure out how to get out of that pit. I mean, the heat's obviously not... Oh my god, wedge is so good. Not going to be very helpful. Easy goal. Oh, I can't. There's nothing I can do to get this ball. Like, it's... Oh, I can have his shoot! Super goalie, super goalie, super goalie. Fuck. It's okay. Here. Yeah, we've got a number of students going through testing at the moment, which is always a good thing. Even just to get more information. Yeah, we did some massive stripping back of the intrusiveness of certain things. I mean, it's all crisper and cleaner. If you look underneath the stream at the panels and that's been crispened. And in the schedule, I'm just using the, the Twitch integrated schedule because it does the job great, honestly. I mean, I had an interesting conversation a couple of years ago with someone who was autistic, and we were just having a conversation, whatever it was. We'd known each other for, months or whatever, so knew them fairly well. And they're like, yeah, you've got some real autistic tendencies, and I was like, oh, I have what? And I was like, at no point in my life had anyone said anything even remotely indicative of any sort of condition in any way whatsoever. And that's an interesting conversation to have when you're in your, like, maybe let's say like mid to late 20s. Like, if someone had have said it to me when I was like 11, or in school, it's a really weird one because obviously you can have undiagnosed conditions, you can have conditions that you've had for years. It can be very young. There are lots and lots of things about it. It's not like maybe because I'm a teacher, I have an association with, oh, I know students who've got special education needs, therefore I have a more direct association with young people. And then the people that I know or work with, I haven't seen it as much or, barely at all. But that was an interesting thing. I mean, I've not followed it up in any way. I don't feel any need to. Like, I would imagine if I did have any traits or tendencies or was on a diagnosable degree of a spectrum, I don't think it's like impacted me negatively or held me back from anything. But I mean, it's an interesting conversation to have. Uh-oh, bonk. Needles. That's very interesting. I had no idea about that. I mean, diagnosing people with special education needs is happening younger and younger and more frequently. I mean, like I've said many a time, like when I was in school, I didn't know what SEN was. I'd never heard the expression when I was at school. I didn't know what autism or Asperger's or dyslexia or dyspraxia was. I'd never heard the expression. I'd never heard of them before. No one ever talked about it. So I didn't even know it was a thing. And then when I grew up into my adulthood, and then especially when I got into teaching is when a lot of it really came to the fore. But yeah, that was just not part of my growing up in any way whatsoever. But now it's getting faster, easier, better, younger, more effective. The thing though is that it's still really expensive. Like, one of the things is, like, if you want to get tested for something, that can cost like 250 quid, and people aren't paying for you to have that test. Like, that's if you want to have your child tested for whatever, you're paying for it. And in some cases, unless you have a diagnosis of something, there are certain things that, you know, the educational body can and cannot do to support you. So that's still a really tricky thing. And another one as well is that visual distress is becoming a lot more common. So you'll see a lot more students wearing tinted lenses that will help them be able to read information on a page easier or seeing things clearer on a board by having it a certain color. But again, those glasses you don't get cheap. Like I think it's like 150, 200 quid for glasses with colored lenses, and no one's giving you money for that. Well, that's the thing, and it's like the understanding of like the range of spectrum, rather than like it's not like an on-off thing. It's not like you do or do not have one for one. Pass it up. All right. Get away from Jasu, man. I need the space. Oh, shoo. Okay, should be fine. Metako 3. Ouch. No problem. EZ. Oh. Did anyone see the what was it? It was an AI generated aliens thing. It was like aliens in the style of something. Was it an aliens musical maybe? Like an AI generated aliens musical? Okay, 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 okay. How much space 16 is gonna need? I don't think so. Let's have a juke. Well, I got my my beautiful SSD in. So I got, yeah, terabyte M2 SSD. To be fair, I got all my FF16 stuff, or my PS5 stuff, really quickly. It says at least 80 gigabytes. Which is obviously... But that is on Square-Enix. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's not 14. Or that's not 16, it's 14. Sorry, did I put... No, I did put 16. It's just auto-changed it to 14. Yeah, everything's just changed it to 16. But yeah, I've got all my stuff on it still. Yeah, you need to see... If you haven't seen this, this is the best. I've been fine for it. I mean, the thing is, I don't pay 14 a lot. But yeah, I think it might be alright. But I think it probably is, like... When it's just a bunch of Roman numerals, it could be easy to switch them out. I don't even know how much room I've got. I mean, I only have 7 Remake, Monster Hunter World, 15, and Kingdom Hearts. I think that's everything I've got on mine. One more piles. Should be grand. Can't wait to like install the entire game on Tuesday. And then day one patch. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, when you install the game or when you buy the game or whatever, it says you can install or download or whatever stuff on Tuesday to play on Thursday. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a physical copy, but I also wanted to make sure I had it in time to play next week. And seeing as I, like, quite literally, on Monday, I bought my PS5 from Aurochs so I could pick it up, like, when I finished work. I was like, let's just play it safe. Oh, what? Okay. Damn Viluga. Yeah, I mean, like, I literally bought the PS5 to play Final Fantasy 16. Shout out Twitch money, yo. Said from day one, it all goes back into the stream. So yeah, here's hoping. Yeah, the only bummer that I've got is like I'm not going to be able to play it on Thursday because I've got meetings on Thursday evening. And then school on Friday, so I'm going to have to play on Friday. It's going pretty good, Nikki, actually. How are you doing? Well, the thing is, like, I don't even think about... Like, my consideration for console purposes hasn't actually been for playing any other games. Like, I bought a PS4 to speedrun Final Fantasy 15. So, I didn't buy it to play anything or experience anything. It was so that I could get the next 15 or the next Final Fantasy onto the marathon. So it's been a very similar thing for the PS5. Like, I don't even know what's out in the PS5. Although I saw somewhere that the directs or whatever that companies do, that like PS5 was like, here are a couple of games, and then the Xbox was like, here are 55,000 games ready to play at launch or whatever. But it seemed like there was a lot more Xbox to play, or games anyway, than PlayStation ones. Well, I hope it's going well, Nicky. I mean, I'm, gradually working myself back into some sort of routine, regular human being kind of activity and self. Exam periods, I took quite a hit. I just got back to like the worst version of myself, which was wake up, roll into work the whole time, get home, do more work, taking no care, not getting outside, not getting sun, not doing exercise, not moving, So I was just, perpetuating into a downward spiral of nothing. And when you're near the bottom or things are going bad, it's quite difficult to just be like, oh, I'm just gonna reset, sort everything out. Definitely not been a good, or let's say a really successful or swift thing. But being able to stream for the last week, which is more than I was doing for a couple of weeks before. Do you know if it's like muscle tension or if it's nerve damage or if it's skeletal? Like that can, when it's the back, it can be so many things. I really hope that physio goes well for you. I have something of a personal vendetta against physio for personal reasons, though. I remember like years ago. I think it was even that long ago when you'd first mentioned hand issues with mashing. But yeah, good for Microsoft for getting stuff out, because I bought a 360 over a PS3 because I like the game selection more. That's when I actively played games on consoles. But I wouldn't if people didn't literally either donate or sub for PS4 games, I would never have played one. If I wasn't running all the Final Fantasy main titles, I would never have bought a PS4, and I certainly wouldn't have bought a PS5. If I wasn't speedrunning 16. I have not bought it to play the game. I have bought it to speedrun the game once a year at Christmas time. That is my primary reason for doing it. But, I enjoy that, and I get value out of it. And, running games, I do get the time in one game that a lot of people might not get. So, very easy to say it would be a waste or reckless or whatever. But also, there is value to get out of it. Well, I would like to play on Thursday, but the reality is, my option would be if I left school straight away on Thursday, which I can't because we've got whole staff training. So if I'll leave school at 4:30 at the earliest on Thursday, get home at 5 o'clock. I have a meeting at 7. So, playing the game for 1 hour when I've already played through the first 2 hours or so of the game, in the demo, assuming there's not much difference. I've had that, and, just doing, that first, or even doing, the demo run of 30 minutes to then go to a meeting, to then obviously be tired afterwards, and then go to bed. Just doesn't seem like it's worth doing. Yes, you can. So your save data from the demo transfers over to the full game. Correct. So the plan is, because Friday is sports day, the big win is quite often we finish early on sports day. So, our school technically, or I guess officially, finishes at 3:10. Usually, 3:34 would be the actual leaving time. But on sports day, yeah, I'm getting wrecked. I'm just going to shoot. We usually finish 2:30. So then all I have to do is pack up the music gear, get it back to school, and get home. So I should be home by 3:30, maybe 4 at the latest. And then the plan is get home, get something to eat, and then grind it out. And see if I can beat it in the weekend. No, absolutely, yeah. You could just load and carry on from where you got to. And I don't think there would be, you'd be missing out. Oh, wow. Viliga got some legs on her. So yeah, the goal next weekend is to try and beat the game before D&D on Sunday. The plan is not to like skip through the first playthrough. It is to just to play through the game. And then, you know, I'll maybe like make notes or some observations and stuff. And then the plan will be to start tackling it as a speed run from the week following. But like that's a block of time that I'll have to do it, because otherwise, if I don't get it done by Sunday, the next time I'll be able to play it will be Tuesday, and it's going to go down to like, you know, 3-hour stream segments. So having a solid block to actually tackle it is better for me as well. So it's like a win-win-win. Many years ago? Let's see, when would it be? Oh gosh, yeah, 5 years minimum. Yeah, it would be more than 5 years ago now. But yeah, I mean, in my new job that I'm starting, all being well, I should have more time to be able to put into stream. Just need to figure all the ins and outs. And see how it all fits in. Ooh. Love it. Always overselling is Arbata. Worth twice his weight in gold. Okay, we're fine. We can get it to our friend's Botta. Yeah, you were the one that outed me as well, right? Or at least that's what I heard. Or no, you said it was your cousin. Right? Or someone. Like, that's how you find out about the stream. I mean, after you left, the plan was to do, let's see. The plan was to do, what do you call it? Miss Saigon. And then they found out that the rights weren't available, so even after rehearsals had started, they had to change it and ended up doing Les Mis. Was it? So what I was told was, like, the first person to find out, somehow or other, I was told it was someone's cousin or someone's whatever that didn't go to the school that found out about the stream. So there will be music involved, Joessi. I'm being incredibly vague because there's nothing official has been said about it. So until there's that, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it before they do. Put it like that. But as soon as it's out there, people will know. Dude, that's excellent. Are you still in like the same area? That's wonderful. I mean, like, yeah, one of my great friends Leo got into primary teaching shortly after I started teaching. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm about a 20 minute drive from where I work. I mean, Bailey had a 45-minute drive. I'm amazed that he stuck that out for as long as. It's good. I'm having like a deeply personal conversation while everyone's just like, "Well, what's up?" Yeah. So I mean, there are reasons why I'm saying it, Joessi, the way I am saying it, because that's like a really weird way of phrasing it. You know, it's like, yeah, if once the place that I'm working for say about it, as if it's like. It's not like I've become like a TV personality and I'm like going on to like a show or something. You know, I'm not going into like. I'm not going to be a celebrity of any degree. But yeah, everyone that I've told about the job is very excited about it, and there isn't a single person who's like, you shouldn't go for it, or that doesn't sound amazing, or whatever. Well, actually, hang on, let me check. I don't want to spoil anything. Because that's very easy to do. Oh, well, I mean, the thing is, it's like, if I was going from one school to another, I would not say, what the name of the school was, and, there are things that are and are not for the public. Yeah. That happened. Though those are the days. That because I remember there was one time I think it was during like the Halloween half term, and I took Jack's phone, and I was like, I'm going to ruin this boy's life by beating his high score and making sure he'll never beat it. there was just some really fun times, yeah. Right, I'm just checking what it says for ESA summer. Dude, if I could make my own teaching island, that would be incredible. What's it called? What's that show called? What's that show called? It's called... Got it. Okay. So, yeah, the reason why I was thinking about something for ESA when you were saying about TV is that we actually have a Taskmaster run on the Wednesday. So I was just making sure that it was like... It was public on the schedule and whatever. But yeah. So Robo Sparkle's doing Taskmaster. And it's not like there's a Taskmaster video game, right? Or hang on, if there is, I've not seen it. Actually, let me check. Yeah, there's not. So it's gonna have to be IRL Taskmaster. So goodness knows what that's gonna look like, but that should be really cool. Taco Town? It's good stuff. But I like the idea of having my own republic. Like I stand by that. That's a strong play. Mm-hmm. So what do you think it's going to take to get a Final Fantasy marathon into ESA? Like, what would it actually take to convince scheduling that it's a good idea? Because it's like, they're never gonna. I don't think they're ever gonna allow for a stream 3. I think that's bad business. And I don't think I would be able to convince them to have it like 24/7 on stream 2, just like in the corner, like really, really Longathon did. But I still think it would be super cool to actually see 69, all the Final Fantasies, like done in real time. Zamzi. Zip zap zamzala. And like obviously like we would have other people playing other games. Like it wouldn't like it would be really really arrogant of it to be like, yeah, I'll do it. Just I'll you know, I don't need support to make this a success. Cuz there are people who are way better than me. And also it means that I would be able to like, you know, rest, eat. And I have like, you know, throwback to the old Crystals for Life. I've also like the other thing is that's really, I know it's an interesting one. Is like, I was racking my brain trying to figure out any way that FF16 could get into ESA Summer, and I just don't think there's any reasonable way to do it, which isn't have it be a final bonus game so that the time doesn't affect the schedule. It gives the most amount of time for developments. Well, Harvey submitted it as a main game. I'm trying to figure out like a reasonable way where it's not going to like either hold the event ransom, but also not necessarily detract from it. And like this right here, Ratchet? No, this is just leveling up the Aurochs to level 99. But I believe FF14 at ESA is going to be $20%. The great return of. I think anyway. Let's have a look and see. But yeah, rumor has it. So it's on the Tuesday of stream 2. I mean, the reason why I know is because I'm one of the 4 people. Like, yeah, Realm Reborn, $20%. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I also think that we've got way less control of this than FF9. Like, we could wrangle FF9 to make sure it was beaten in time. And we kind of did. This is a little insane with a 4-player co-op run. But I think it'll be glorious. And we've got a great crew as well. It's not like we don't have people who can carry it. And that's super important. Like, you need personality to carry $20%. And leveling teams to... What do you mean by resetting? Like, if to what end? Like, what for? What purpose? Like in the normal game, you can do whatever for any reason. I mean, like all leveling does is increases your stats, and the enemy will also level, and their stats will increase. Because like getting abilities, like you can wrangle ways of getting like abilities with minimal leveling. To get his ultimate weapon, It would not be. It may not be efficient. I mean, just straight leveling is not efficient for getting like Walker's stuff for weapon, or overdrives. Like resetting is going to be faster for that. But this has got nothing to do with Walker. This is everything to do with Blitzball. I mean, we happen to have Walker, which is a delight, because normally you would have Titus here. Yeah, we got that a couple of games ago. Pretty proud of our boy Bada. Absolutely. For life. Do you know what I'd really like is for them to release like different official Square-Enix Final Fantasy games that pronounce the names differently. Just for fun. You know, like they do like something in Final Fantasy 14 that goes into the world of Spira and they call him Titus. Oh, absolutely, Nikki, yeah. But the thing is, like, Aerith is actually the official name. Because if you play Final Fantasy VII and you do gate skip, when you get Aerith, her name is Aerith. Which is really weird. Which suggests there's some sort of coding that she was originally called Aerith, and then they changed it to Aerith. Nah, English Master Race, am I right? As far as letters go. Not in any other way. Well, it's a tricky one as well, because some of the names aren't comparable in other languages. Like, Garnet in FF9, because her nickname's Dagger. Nah, because it's about translation. Like, that's the thing. That's what really gets me, though. Is like people who insist on a Japanese pronunciation for an English translation. It makes absolutely zero sense to pronounce something that's been translated into English with a Japanese dialect. I never got that. Like, people who insist on pronouncing Aiko as Eiko, like, but because of Japanese reasons, I think that's ridiculous. It's a nonsense. Now, if you want to pronounce it that way because you prefer it and you like it, that's fine. But insisting it's correct is ridiculous. I mean, they didn't even get the spelling on the cover of the original correct for FF7. Yeah, my official ruling on FF3 is the second translation patch. Something like that, Firen, yeah. Yeah, there's a typo on the black version of FF7, the jewel case. I don't know if jewel case is the right word, actually. The case for the game. It's got a typo on the back of it. I'm pretty sure it's a typo. Like, there's definitely something wrong with the lettering on the black version. Nah, the 90s were great. I think the 80s might have been better for games, but the 90s were pretty cool. Did we win? No. Okay. These things happen. Let's see. I better check my money soon. Dude, everyone's name is whatever I think it is. The play 10,000, 11 grand. We're good. We're fine. We're fine for a while. But I will have to, like, find a way to get money. So I should be checking, actually, on prizes to see if they're worth selling. Leafetry, man. That was, like, the greatest troll in the history of ever. Like, when you realize it's Efatry, it's the most obvious thing ever. But, like, for every single reason, like, Lifa or Lifa, whatever, but, like, the word life, like, is the most obvious thing ever for what that is. It absolutely does. But yeah, that was a real doozy. But then I had like some really weird ones. So I had some pronunciations that I had loaded from as a child that didn't even really like necessarily make a lot of sense. So for example, Nibelheim. I don't think many people would pronounce Nibelheim differently from that. There isn't really like another way to pronounce it. But when I was a child and I played FF7 with my best friend at the time, he got the Nibelheim before I did, and he pronounced it Niblium. Oh, Nibelheim? Oh, yeah. Well, Nibelheim? Okay. But anyway, Niblium was how he pronounced it, and I was like, that sounds good to me. So that's how I called it for years. And it made complete sense in my brain as a child. And I mean, it's still, you know, it works. It's not like completely inaccurate to the letters, and it sounds pretty cool. But the one I think that was the worst as far as pronunciation goes is Quina from FF9. I used to pronounce Quana, and like early streams of me doing FF9, I said Quana, and everyone was like, "What? Where's the A?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And that's just what my brain formulated. What do you mean? Did I pronounce Lindblom correct? How else would you say Lindblom? Blum. But I guess, I mean, dialect comes into it as well. So, like, I would never go Lindblom. Or Lindblom. Grandblom. Yeah, I ain't pronouncing no I with an A sound. Oh yeah, you mean Eendbloom. Yeah, well that classic double I at the start, right? Yeah, after I was lied to about the Efatry, I just gave every LI a double I. Yes, the hind bum. Oh, there's so many things. Like, I think someone did like a joke song about like combinations of English letters. Like, people make like jokes about that kind of stuff all the time, with like pronunciation of different letter combinations in different languages. But I think it was like someone had made a song of things, and it had like, it was like a board with like different letters, and then like by going through each of them and then like moving ones off and on, having like lots of different things. It was cool. I have no idea what it went like or how it was or anything like that, but you know, the thing that I've just told you about that no one's ever going to see, it was good. Yes. weight, height. Half time. Half time. And 70. 70 is pretty much 99. We're almost done. Hoorah! Hive time. You like high fish? Oh, the stats lie to you at every level. Yeah, I'm currently attacking at somewhere between 4 and 12. Yeah, nothing makes me happier than knowing that some bullshit mechanics from like, oh, FF9 Tetramaster made it in the FF10 Blitzball. I want to know like how people figure this out. Like, who figured out that Blitzball's got a plus or minus 50% on stats? And like, who figured out that the steal mechanic in FF9 has a check at the start where it's a 50-50 whether or not the steal actually is successful? Seems, but like I feel like people knew it on console before PC, and I don't know how you would data mine a console. I mean, I'm sure there are ways of tracking RAM and stuff. I guess maybe emulator. Oh, that might have been maybe, I don't know. Like, because people will have realized, like when you play Tetramaster, that there are times when you've got a higher attack than the enemy defense and you lose. So like, things will have been known, but like, how do you actually work out exactly how it was? I don't know. Are hex values easy to identify by sight? I don't know. People are amazing. It's about as good as it gets, Animal. Like, I don't think there's anyone that's going to challenge this in any way whatsoever. Like, frankly, people who are playing the base game are suckers. You know? You know, they fell for the machine. Deep in the Matrix. Oh my dudes, happy 20 hours. I mean, not RTA. I should do that again. Let's see, when would be a good time? for me to do another like run that's going to take 24 plus hours. Maybe it's summer? Because I do need to do... I do need to do an all boss steals run of 9 again. Like, I really need to do an all boss steals run. Maximum respect. I love it. What can I say? I am in awe of your presence. Day 700 in the Blitzball sphere. Like just 3 levels away. I'm almost there. Are you proud of me now, ma? Yeah, we're near getting caught. Finally, I have become a blitzball. I am the child in the intro who says, when I grow up, I want to be a blitzball. Yeah, yeah. I no longer see, I no longer smell, I am. Bitch! Clucking! Just get to a crazy point of me, like, year 5, I loved, I lost, I loved again, marrying, I had kids, the kids have moved out of the home, still haven't reached level 99. Nah, keep it screwed. So there was a little, like, middle period where other teams were signing new people, who were low level and, you know, didn't have great stats, but they're starting to catch up. Right up until the finish line, and becomes the most broken Deus Ex Machina of the game. Dance you about? I don't think so. I mean, I might have, but I don't recall it off the top of my head. Yeah, absolutely. You can do whatever you want. This is a free space. Let's have a look. I'm gonna be a blitzball when I grow up. You want to try that move one more time? I swear, if Titus is about to kick a child... Ah! Oh! Yeah. Oh! It's funny. It's funny. Like, in my head, I was like, is it just going to be, like, the character model of the kid? And he just literally just kicks the character model of the kid. But the fact that it's the child's face over the blitzball, like, geometry or whatever. That is funny. That's amazing. I love that. That's amazing. Boom! Yeah! Nope, not good enough. Okay, Wedge, what you got, bro? Okay. I don't need no block. I have nothing to prove to you, team. Oh, goodness me. Yikes. This is not good. Well, we'll go for it anyway. I didn't see it. She got me. She was closer than I thought. Like, way closer. Oh, yes. Let's go. EZ. Two of them? No, man. Bro. No, 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 no. What is this nonsense? This massacre. I'm less hopeful about this pass. Brota. Oh. Yo, Keith, thanks to the raid. How was stream? We're getting wrecked. It's fine. The purpose is not to not get wrecked. It's to pass the ball. Okay, we're fine. We didn't get caught. That's okay. We're all good. All right. Good. Ba-boom. Oh, gonna get anymore. Okay. Igar. Nidus. Nice. I know when he takes a kill like a beast's original team. As a friend of mine. Oops. First finger's getting a little iffy. Little dodge. Uh-oh. Okay. We're fine. Shoo. Okay, we're fine. Hop. Yes. Right. Dun, dun, dun. No, let me pass. Yes. Fucking shoe, man. Oh, my pass got halved. Not good. All right, we're going for the. Oh, she got the ball anyway. No big deal. Yo, what's up, J-Boom? Wait, failing forward? Hang on, I don't know what you mean by that. Failing forward D&D is putting the narrative first for good or bad. It assures that the action of the characters always have meaning. A story is based on them. While not everything has to be prevented or caused by the characters, failing forward means that none of their actions are inconsequential. I don't necessarily. Okay, so I think what's being pushed in the more mainstream or more accessible or more popular D&D is a successful campaign. So if you've got things like Critical Role, you've got things like High Rollers, and such, dice camera action, whatever. And I feel like it's played differently from what some other people play, or the way other people play. So some games will have an option, and depending on the roll of the die, someone will live or die, or like something will completely blow up or stop, or disaster will strike, and sometimes that causes the end of a campaign, the end of the game, or like something really bad for the party to happen. And other people will plan for, no matter what, even if disaster strikes, there will be some form of successful narrative, and I think it depends on like how you enjoy storytelling and how it plays out. Because some people will enjoy an experience where, like, things can be set back, or things can be slowed down, but they never get stopped, and you always have the chance to continue or do something. And it can be done really well, and it can be written really well, and be performed very cleverly. But I think, yeah, it can largely depend on like how it's done. Right. Okay, so the anti-drain thing is obviously like one of the big what ifs. So my understanding is the way to do it, it's something along the lines of you get a player that's got anti-drain on your team, and then you release them, and then when another team hires them, you go into an exhibition game, and then you can learn it that way. I think that's like I don't even know if it's a reliable way, but that's a way I think it works. But yeah, I think like trying it normally in like tournaments or whatever. I don't know if it just doesn't work or if it's just incredibly uncommon or rare, whatever. But yeah, I think like having someone in your team that's got anti-drain, release them, another team takes it, play them in an exhibition game, and you should be able to get it that way, I believe. Yeah, no. I understand, yeah. Letty? Yeah. Right, 7 years with multiple close party cover every time I sent away the BB again advantage give a setback as so I think it can depend on like it can depend on the party, it can depend on the DM, it can depend on the style of storytelling. But I think like there might be some more popular campaigns that are like streamed or podcasts or whatever that favor that idea of failing forwards to have a successful game that can continue to be broadcast without like having serious setbacks or problems. Because like I've seen ones where like the BBEG gets downed in a round and the DM's like, oh, so this, the plan was like, oh, the BBEG comes out, he plays with your party for a couple of turns and then escapes or teleports away or whatever, and then you go on to something else, and they're like, oh, we killed him, and there was no intention for that guy to die. Okay, well, I guess you got to figure out some sort of like or whatever, and you're planning to use them later on, or like in the next session or whatever, or have them be like a recurring threat. So I think it just depends. But I imagine, my assumption would be that as a matter of popularized media and the idea of telling a successful story that people will be engaged in and respond to, that may be celebrated more. No, J-Boom, this is we are doing this because we love Blitzball and we want to get the original Aurochs team up to level 99. This is Blitzball all day, baby. This is what it's for. It's for the cause. The cause of Blitzball. The true and damn straight. How is Persona, Keith? I love Blitzball. I take excuses to play cards in 8 and 9. I get excuses to play Blitz. I love it. It's great. I love it. Oh, well, the good thing about 8 cards, assuming you're going off, like, default rules and you're not talking about, like, plus, minus, same, or, like, and like the additional rules, it's pretty straightforward and just follows simple maths. Yeah, Blitzball 10-2 is a bummer. Like, you just watch it being played. I mean, I actually like Sphere Break. And I'm happy to say it. I think Sphere Break's a fun game. Sphere Breaker. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Like, 10-2 is a great game and I love it, but like, ew. Yeah, Blitzball, no. I just can't. I can't bring myself. But yeah, I think what's probably happened is that there was some sort of extra rule that's probably messed you up. Because if you've got, like, plus same, it does actually become, like, pretty hard to keep a track of everything. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Especially if it's blind. I don't remember what the mode's called. But, like, one of them is you can't see your enemy's cards. Alright. So, like, that's rough. That's legitimately hard to predict. And win. Exactly. You know, you take your best set of cards and then you do your best to play, you know, with what's on the field. Yeah, it's actually fun to have something that, you know, gives you a reason to think about what you're doing or play differently or yeah, get used to different approaches. Very cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like Triple Triad a lot. Super good music, super fun game. It's good stuff. Oh yeah, easy. It's Sidolphus, but from Tactics, not from 12. Easy. Let's see. I mean, minigames really happened in 7, right? And like 7 ones are really fun. Balls. And 7's got some great stuff, like the bike minigame's great, snowboard minigame's kind of fun. Let's see. Submarine minigame is alright. Yeah, you know, it builds quite nicely, I think. Morg House, you know, it's good. One time. I like Morg House. Like the wrestling one and then like the rock, paper, scissors one. Yeah. Dude, I got really good at basketball minigame. Like that's where I got all my GP from originally, back in the day. Farm GP playing basketball. And then 8, you've got Triple Triad. And 9, you've got Tetramaster. And then you've got Hip Hall Racing and you've got Jump Rope. 10, we get Blitzball. Oh, yeah, sorry. Chocobo Hot and Cold. I mean, you've got Chocobo Racing in 7. But for me, Chocobo Racing in 7 was more about getting things and breeding rather than the racing. Tough call. I do like Spray Break a lot, honestly. Like, oh yes. Oh man, FF8, like the Chocos and everything, Chocobo Forest. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was like, as far as things go, if that was the only thing we had, I would be totally fine with it. But Chocobo Hot and Cold, and then Chocographs and that stuff was so good. Yeah. But I mean, it just showed really effective development. Chocobo Forest was a pain. It was a pain. Sometimes it was very hard to find where you needed to go. Alright, I reckon we got one more game in us tonight. 65, 73. We're making great progress. I'm super happy. Oh, Broter. Replaced. Shoo. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Chocographs was the digging thing in FF9. Hmm. They're really dialing in on me now. Bring it on, Balgerda. What you... Oh, she's so good. She's so good. Basic Ronso. Am I right? Smacker. Bonk. Ah, that was a really low attack. That's a massive shoot number. Like, that's a big number. Water. Zva. Zevi. Ron Swacko. Oh, okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. it's just getting a little crazy. I've lost the plot a little. Oh, what are we even doing, man? I've got no one to shoot to. Okay, we're fine. Everything's great. Oh, halftime. Amazing. Woo. Okay, cool. Oh. Okay, here we go. One more half. Walk it in. Let's go. Oh, okay. A long catch from Letty. Ding dong, ding dong. Do. Uh-oh. It's okay. It's okay. Hop. Easy. As dodge. Okay. Very nice. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding dong ding dong. Uh-oh. Okay. This is totally fine. No problem. Easy pass. Nope. Okay. Huge. Big tackle from Botta. Big energy Botta. We can break the one. We can pass. No problem. See? Didn't even feel it. I ain't going anywhere. Boom. Free. What? You fool! You passed to my one sleeping member. Fortunately, Dado was there to pick up the pieces. Right. Who can I pass to? Who can I pass to? Okay. We got Bada. On the wing! There's something on the wing. Something. This is never gonna go past. Let's sound it to Laddie. Whip. Oh, big levels for Waka and Dado. Huge! All right, my dudes. We are effectively at the 21st hour. Would have knew that. Dato. Give me that. Whoa. So I'm going to call it there for tonight. Get some rest. And we'll hit it up tomorrow. So tomorrow will be more FF10. And it may also be... Oh, whoops, wrong button. Cool. Some FF14. So I'll have a chat with the guys in Discord and see if everyone's free to play some games. So you can follow me everywhere. Yeah, I'm co-streaming the LEC. Obviously, everyone knows that. Very important. Something very close to my heart. Yeah, Riot loves me. They give me all the access to that. So cat's out of the bag, I guess. Anyway, have a wonderful evening, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a good day. See you later. Bye bye.
Perfect drops. 920. Fuck. Perfect drops. 920. Fuck. What? Why? What the fuck did I just pressed nothing. Nothing is what I just did. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. You fucking fuck. No missile. No run. This is fucking shit right here.